I'm about to do your Virgo January 2021 love reading, and in this reading we're going to take a look at how your romantic person of interest really feels about you. Virgo, how is it going? Come on in, have a seat, make yourself comfortable. My name's Alan from UnknownTruthTarot.com. Welcome back to another Virgo love reading video. If this is your first time here and you have questions that you want answered about your romantic love life or your relationship, then start now by subscribing and clicking the bell icon so you never miss any of the Virgo love readings I post for you every week. Now let's get on with this Virgo reading for today, because today we're going to talk about what your romantic person of interest really feels about you, how they think about you, what their beliefs are about you here at the end of January 2021. Then we're going to look at what their intentions are toward you and what their most likely actions are going to be toward you moving forward from the end of January 2021. Then we're going to get you some advice on how to navigate the situation with this person. Now just keep in mind that this is a general reading, which means that I'm not tapping into your specific energy as an individual person. I'm tapping into the energy of the collective of Virgo people that I'm supposed to be getting messages for. So because it's a general reading, it's not even possible for it to resonate with literally every Virgo person on the whole planet all at the same time. And regardless of how this reading resonates for you, you still probably want to check your moon sign, your rising sign, and your Venus sign videos, just because they can give you more insight and more clarity about what's really going on in your particular situation. And you can find the links to those videos in the description box down below. Now enough yakking, let's get on with this Virgo reading. Let's start by getting 3 cards to represent how your romantic person of interest really feels about you. How does Virgo's romantic person of interest really feel about them here at the end of January 2021, please? Let's get one more card for how Virgo's person really feels about them. Thank you. Alright, on the bottom of the deck, we have Virgo energy here with this King of Pentacles. This is someone who's very stable and abundant and prosperous, someone who's very generous. They usually have their act together. They've got their finances in order. They've got their material world in order. This is about a lot of stability and a lot of abundance, and your person feeling like having that with you or sharing that with you. Right under that, we've got more Virgo energy here with this Ten of Pentacles. Now, the King of Pentacles is who builds the Ten of Pentacles. This is maximum stability, maximum abundance, maximum prosperity. This is the combining together of 2 people, 2 families, all the assets, all the resources to make something very stable, very abundant, very prosperous. This is like most people's dream. This is like having your material world completely in order to where you don't want for anything. This is like building a legacy here. And we've got the Page of Pentacles here. This is news and messages of some practical, tangible opportunity. This can represent a gift of some kind that your person's feeling like giving to you. This can even represent your person feeling like planning for the future with you. That's what it really looks like. Now, when I was doing the little intro and shuffling the cards, you saw one card jump out and I picked it up and put it back in the deck. Well, that's the first card out in your person's beliefs. It wanted to come out. This is the World. Also in their beliefs about, or their feelings for you, we have the 8 of Cups and the Empress. Now this World card is the final card in the Major Arcana. It's card 21. This represents the ending of one cycle and the beginning of a beautiful new cycle. This also represents the 4 fixed signs of the zodiac. We've got Leo, Taurus, Scorpio, and Aquarius represented on this card. So you could be dealing with a fixed sign. You could be dealing with another Virgo. Let's see, you could be dealing with a Pisces here. We've got the 8 of Cups. This is a card of detachment. It's like emotional detachment, physical detachment, physically walking away from something. The person on this card is walking away from 8 full cups of love. They're doing that because they're not completely happy. They're not fully emotionally fulfilled here. They think something better is out there for them. So they're walking away from these 8 cups, going down a new path that leads toward their own happiness, their own fulfillment. They're going off in search of their 9th and 10th cup. Now, a lot of times when somebody does that, they do it with some uncertainty. They're not really sure if this is what they want to do or not. And a lot of times the person that does this ends up coming back. So I don't know if this is saying that your person walked away from you and they're regretting that and they're feeling like ending that cycle and starting a new one with you. That's kind of what I'm picking up here. Because the new cycle they want to start is this Empress. This is the mother of the tarot deck. This is all 4 queens rolled into one person. This is like a very stable and abundant and nurturing type energy. It's a creation energy. This is actually the gateway between the divine or the universe and the physical 3D reality we live in. So all new things are birthed through the Empress. So this represents the birth of something new. Wanting to end a cycle, begin a new cycle. I'm thinking they're ending this cycle of the detachment, like the walking away, and wanting to birth something new with you that has a lot of stability behind it, a lot of abundance potential behind it. Wouldn't be surprised if they reach out to you, give you some sort of a gift, or they're feeling like planning for a future with you. Now let's look at what they think about you. What does this person think about Virgo here at the end of January 2021, please? Okay. On the bottom of the deck, we have the Knight of Pentacles. So we've seen all the court cards of the Pentacles suit except for the Queen so far. Wouldn't surprise me one bit if she ends up popping out here. We almost don't really need her though, because we've got the Empress and she represents all 4 queens rolled into one. So this Knight of Pentacles, in their thoughts, this is the slowest moving knight in the deck. It's a slow forward moving energy, like really methodical type energy, 1 foot in front of the other, not being in any big hurry, not being in a rush. The bad thing about the Knight of Pentacles is it's so damn slow that sometimes it seems like progress isn't happening, even though it is. This is like the tortoise and the hare. This is the tortoise. The good thing about the Knight of Pentacles is he doesn't rush things. He doesn't make mistakes and mess things up because he's in a hurry. When he shows up, he's got the real deal. It's not some half-cocked idea or some lame gift. He shows up with the real deal, and it's always this Ace of Pentacles, this potential to have a lot of stability and abundance. Next we have Capricorn energy here with the Devil card. This is usually like a heavy energy, like a toxic energy. This can represent addiction, obsession. This can represent a part of your person's shadow, like something they don't like about themselves that they try to keep hidden. They try to like stuff it down inside and pretend like it's not there, even though it is. Something that they don't want other people to see about them, or they don't even want to look at themselves. A lot of times this is an energy of feeling trapped by something. Now if this is a shadow element, something they don't like about themselves, it could be something that they're repressing that actually, even though they're pretending like it's not there, it actually is there, and it even controls a piece of their life. This could just represent that your person, with the Devil in their thinking, this could be like obsessive thinking about you. And Strength is next, Leo energy. This is them. This tells me that there was a difficult situation here with this person, and they've had to tap into their internal strength in order to make it through it. Now, the good thing is they do have the internal strength to make it through this, and they've had to tap into it for some reason. This can also represent like summoning the inner courage to face their fears about something, or even trying to tame the beast within, as in like trying to rein in themselves or their emotions, to not let their emotions get away from them and maybe mess anything up. Thinking about putting in the work on something here. I don't know if there was some sort of heavy toxic energy that your person dealt with in the past, and maybe that's why there was this 8 of Cups, like detachment, walking away type energy here. This almost feels like them making progress on this Devil energy, like slow, steady progress on it, and having to tap into their inner strength to do that. In their thoughts about you, we have the 10 of Swords, the Sun, the 4 of Swords, and the 8 of Swords. So we got a lot of swords out here. In a love reading, swords usually aren't such a good thing. This 10 of Swords is an ending to something, like a swift, painful ending to something. Sometimes this is an ending that either you or your person didn't see coming, hence the swords in the back. You didn't see it coming. If you did, it would have been in your front, not your back. Sometimes this can represent an ending in betrayal, hence the swords in the guy's back. He was stabbed in the back. But regardless of what this represents, this is an ending to something, and it's on your person's thoughts. It's on their mind. They're thinking about it. Next, we have the Sun, Leo energy. This is the happiest card in the deck. So this is not quite adding up here. There was some sort of an ending to their happiness. They're thinking about the ending to their happiness. This is like happiness, joy, abundance, bliss, harmony. Like, you really can't get a better card than this. Now, another meaning for this card is like illumination, as in like something being brought into the light, the light being shined on something, so now they can see it where they couldn't see it before. Something to do with this ending. This is either an ending to their happiness, and that's on their mind, or something is being illuminated about the ending that occurred between the two of you. Either way, we have the Four of Swords next. This is about going internal to do some healing, which if they've had this kind of a painful ending, definitely going to need some healing to get past that. This is also about going internal to do some thinking, some contemplating about something, trying to figure out what to do moving forward here. Almost like there was an ending to their happiness. Maybe when they walked away, or you walked away from them, whichever that is, that caused an ending to their happiness. And they're trying to end that cycle and begin a new cycle where something new gets birthed with you that has the potential for a lot of stability. But they're still... This is like taking a pause, taking a rest, taking a break to do that thinking and that healing, possibly about the ending to their happiness when that detachment occurred. And they're doing a lot of thinking about it. This Eight of Swords is thinking about something over and over and over and over again on this repeating loop in their mind, not being sure what the safe step to take is, and they're feeling stuck, trapped, and blocked because they don't know what the safe step to take is. I think they're thinking that progress is happening too slowly here. I said this could be obsessive thinking. This is a self-imposed mental prison of their own thoughts, thinking about it and can't get it out of their head. This is obsessive thinking for sure. And they're trying to like tap into their inner strength about that. What is this person's beliefs about Virgo here at the end of January 2021, please? Okay. Wow. On the bottom of the deck, we have the Two of Pentacles. Now, twos are about decisions. They're about choices. This is a card of balance, but it's like trying to maintain balance or trying to regain their balance while they're making some sort of a decision. This is like a 1 foot in, 1 foot out type energy where they're like weighing something out on the scales, like weighing the pros and cons to something, weighing their options, like do I or don't I, or should I or shouldn't I? Will they accept me? Will they reject me? It's doing some kind of balancing act in that regard. Very next card down is the Major Arcana card of balance, Libra energy, and the Justice card. This is about balance. It's about doing the right thing, the fair thing, the just thing. The sword here in this card is used to sever things that aren't in balance, so balance can be restored and the right, fair, just thing can happen. The Magician is next. This is the Master Manifester. This is someone who's got all the tools, all the abilities, all the resources, everything they need to manifest whatever it is their will desires. They've got the Ace of Pentacles, the Ace of Cups, the Ace of Swords, the Ace of Wands. They've got all the tools to create whatever they want out of their life. And this represents your person believing that they can manifest something with you, get the balance back in this connection with you. You can't make this stuff up. Two of Cups, a love connection between the two of you. That's what they're trying to balance back out. That's what they're trying to manifest. They're trying to balance things out so they can manifest this love connection with you. This is I breathe you in, you breathe me in, we're connected, but it's also a 2, and that represents, again, needing to make some sort of a choice or a decision about this connection. 2 of Wands, a crossroads, a fork in the road, a decision point about which path leads them to the world they want and which path do they need to leave behind. I'm fairly positive they're viewing you and they believe that you are the path that leads them to the world that they want. We see right at the very beginning, first card out's the most important card, the world, the ending of one cycle, the beginning of a new cycle, leaving a path behind, walking away, going down a new path. That leads to this Page of Cups. Pages are messengers, so this is news and messages of love and emotions. This can represent an apology. This can represent your person believing they should express their feelings to you. Probably trying to make some sort of a decision about this connection and whether or not they should express their feelings to you or not. And then there they are again with the Virgo energy of the King of Pentacles. So yeah, this is definitely about you. 10 of Pentacles right there underneath that. They believe they can have a lot of stability with you. Now, in their actual beliefs about you, Virgo, we have the 10 of Cups, the 4 of Cups, and the King of Cups. So first thing I noticed is we've got all cups here in their beliefs. Cups are about love and emotions. This person has a lot of love and emotions for you. Again, we already saw the Sun card in their thinking about you. They're viewing you as the sunshine that lights up their life, as the source of happiness in their life. And without you, that came to an end, and they're trying like hell to figure this out, thinking about it obsessively, trying to figure out how to move forward with you. And get this 10 of Cups. This is the happy fairy tale ending card. This is about 2 people who individually are fully happy, fully emotionally content in and of themselves. They're full of self-love for themselves, yet they're coming together into union as a couple, forming this incredibly happy home life where everyone's content, everyone's loved, nurtured. This is the happy family card, like the happy fairy tale ending card. Most people's goal in terms of love and emotions. Then we have the 4 of Cups in their beliefs. This is like a love offer either already on the table between the 2 of you guys and it just hasn't been accepted or rejected yet. It's just been left hanging here in the air. Or this is your person, I feel like it's them thinking about making this love offer to you. They believe they can have the 10 of Cups with you. They're thinking about making this love offer. That's what they're juggling here. Do I make this love offer? Do I not? Will they accept me? Will they reject me? They're stuck in their head. They don't know what to do here. They're thinking about making that love offer though. King of Cups. They have a lot of love and emotions for you. They just probably haven't outwardly expressed that yet. They probably aren't wearing their heart on their sleeve, not expressing their emotions, not telling you how they feel. It doesn't mean they don't have all those feelings, because they absolutely do. They're just keeping it to themselves. Now, what are their intentions toward Virgo here at the end of January 2021, please? What are this person's... Okay, we're taking some bonus cards, it would appear. Good grief, we can't take this many cards. This is way too many. Those didn't land face up. I'm putting them back. Okay, in their intentions for you. On the bottom of the deck, we have that Capricorn devil energy again. This is obsession here. They're still obsessively thinking about you, definitely. Still tapping into that inner strength, trying to make it through this difficult situation. This is a heavy energy for them. There's a Tower right underneath that. This is something abruptly shifted in your person here. This is like a game-changing moment here. Nothing's ever going to be the same after this. That's what's going on here. Progress is happening too slow. It's like, even though this shows like a physical building being destroyed here, this isn't really about some physical structure collapsing. It's not like your person's garage exploded all over their backyard or something. This is more like a metaphor for an internal structure, like some mental model of the world they have, some internal belief system that they have, and that's coming apart here. It's like this connection is somehow changing the game for them, or this connection not being together right now is causing things to come crashing down for them, and progress isn't happening fast enough for their taste. In their intentions, we've got the 5 of Cups, the 9 of Swords, the 3 of Wands, and the 4 of Wands. So we're starting off not so great, and then it's picking up into some pretty good stuff. This 5 of Cups is sadness and remorse about the past. They're obsessing about the past here. They can't get out of their head about the past. It's about being focused on these 3 cups that have been spilled. The love and the emotions that have been spilled out, the time, effort, and energy that's been spilled out and wasted. They've got their focus on the loss of something, and they're feeling that loss. They've got their focus on what they don't have, and they're feeling that gap in their life. And meanwhile, there's these 2 full cups of love right behind them. They don't have their focus on that. So this tells me their focus is in the wrong place. If their intentions are to continue like obsessing about the past, that's not going to be good. In fact, it's going to lead them exactly here to this 9 of Swords. This is fears, worries, anxieties, thinking about something so much that it's got them stressed out. It's to their detriment. It might be causing problems with going to sleep or staying asleep or having nightmares. This is like mental anguish, which is exactly what happens if you let your focus go in the wrong spot and you start obsessing about stuff that you don't have, the stuff that makes you sad, and you feel that sadness until you get yourself into this level of anxiety here. Thinking about the past will cause you some anxiety and some depression. But next in their intentions are the 3 of Wands and the 4 of Wands. So we're making progress all of a sudden here. We're going from the 3 to the 4. We're switching out of like the sadness of the emotions and the being stuck in their head thinking into like the desire and the passion of something. Like the desire to change something in their life. This 3 of Wands, we already saw the 2 of Wands, that crossroad, that decision point about which path leads them to the world they want, which path do they leave behind. In the 3 of Wands, that path's already been chosen. They already know what they want. They've chosen the path. They're actively taking steps down that path. And they have this positive expectancy that something good is going to come out of that decision. It just hasn't materialized into the physical 3D reality yet. So they're still waiting on it to appear, but with a positive expectancy that it's going to. In the 4 of Wands, the very next step, it has now manifested into the physical 3D reality. That's why these people on the card are celebrating. They're celebrating the arrival of the thing they've manifested. This is a card of stability. It's like stability of the home life, stability of the family life, stability of the connection between the two of you. These 4 wands here represent 1111. This is the number of like manifestation. Bringing something from the thoughts into the actual physical reality here. So in their intentions, hopefully this is them intending to have the strength to make this big change, to get away from this heavy toxic energy of where their mind and their feelings are right now, and get more into this energy of like taking the steps down the correct path and manifesting what they want, manifesting this stability with you. I feel like this has a lot of potential to it if they can get out of their head. Now, that's their intentions anyway, but you know how people are. What they intend to do, what they actually end up doing, sometimes are different things. So let's take a look at what are this person's most likely actions toward Virgo moving forward from the end of January 2021, please. Man, this person has so much on their mind. I'm getting extra cards all over the place. Well, their most likely actions, bottom of the deck, we have the 3 of Swords, heartbreak and sadness. So we've got detachment, we've got an ending, we've got them trying to heal, being stuck in their head, thinking about making this love offer, but just not getting out of their head enough to do it. sadness and remorse, fear and anxiety. Now we've got heartbreak and sadness. This is sometimes from a third party energy. Now it doesn't necessarily mean like romantic third party, like someone cheating on someone. It can be any energy that's not you, Virgo, that's not this person. Nosy neighbors, family members, working too much, playing too many video games, drinking too much. Like anything that people do enough of creates its own energy. So this can literally be anything. It could be that devil energy that we saw. The like something controlling their thoughts to where they're obsessing on something and they can't get it out of their head. That can be the third party energy too. In their most likely actions toward you moving forward from January 2021, we have the Two of Wands, Seven of Pentacles, Six of Pentacles, Three of Pentacles, Knight of Swords. We already saw this one. A fork in the road, decision point about which path leads them to the world they want. So they're most likely to actually choose that path and start taking steps down that path. But before they do that, they're most likely to be stuck in this Seven of Pentacles. This is like a period of pausing to reflect and pausing to take stock of this situation, of this connection between the two of you, where they're looking at these 7 seeds that have been planted, trying to decide, is this going to grow into that 10 of Pentacles that we've seen that they want? Is this worth putting in the effort and the energy into? Is this worth investing in? Or is maybe this not going to pan out the way I want? Maybe I should cut my losses and move on. So this is them most likely to go through that period of contemplation. That's the crossroads that they're at. Then we have the Six of Pentacles, a card of balance. This is generosity, reciprocity, like I'll take care of you, you take care of me, equal give and take type of a connection here. So they eventually look like they're going to balance this connection back out. Three of Pentacles is teamwork, collaboration, working together as equals to build something of value, to build something great. What you would be building is that 10 of Pentacles. So it looks like after they have this period of contemplating, is this worth investing in? Is this going to turn into that 10 of Pentacles I want, or is it not? They realize that this is a very balanced connection, that this can be balanced back out. And they move into this energy of wanting to have teamwork, collaborate, and work together to build something with you as equals. So we've got 2 cards here of like as equals. So that's a good energy. And then we've got this Knight of Swords, fastest moving knight in the deck. This is about rushing forward and speaking the truth about all of that. It's also about rushing forward, taking rapid, decisive action. Decisive as in like, I made a decision and I'm acting on it quickly. So we begin with that decision point and we're ending in their most likely actions with them actually deciding and taking action in that direction. Now, that's your person, Virgo. Let's get you some advice on how to navigate this situation. What should you do? What should you not do? How should you kind of play this in a way that it works out the best for you? So what's the advice for Virgo about how to navigate the situation with this person, please? What's the advice for Virgo, please? Okay, let's get 2 more for advice for Virgo. How should they navigate the situation with their romantic person of interest? Okay. Wow, you just cannot make this up. Bottom of the deck, we have the Moon. Fears, worries, anxieties, something hidden in the dark. Maybe something you don't know about, something you can't see. You've got some fears and worries about this connection here. 3 of Swords. Now, we just saw this 3 of Swords on the bottom of the deck in your person's most likely actions. Your fears and worries are around the heartbreak and sadness that happened in this connection. I don't know if there was a third party. Sometimes this can definitely represent a romantic third party where somebody was getting cheated on. I don't have any other cards out here that would indicate that. I mean, there's like, I could make assumptions that maybe that happened. We've got this 8 of Cups. Maybe they walked away and went to a third party and realized that the grass really isn't greener on the other side. So the ending to their happiness with you happened for no reason. It could be saying that. I'm feeling more like you just got some fears and worries about getting hurt, about the heartbreak and sadness here. Yeah, this Two of Cups, this love connection. At times, it probably has been painful for you. Again, it's a 2, represents that you have a choice that you need to make here. Okay, and that choice seems to be, do you end this? We already saw this in your person's energy, this ending. Do you bring an ending to this? Or do you summon your inner strength, summon your courage to face your fears that you've got here and fight for what it is that you actually want? Looks like you need to take some time to think about that. This is everything being like the brakes being put on. No forward movement. Things are stagnated here. Now, the Hanged Man is hanging upside down because he's looking at things from different perspectives, different points of view, different angles, trying to figure out what to do moving forward. So that's telling me you've got a decision. It's also telling me this is a very strong emotional connection between the two of you. This is a card about the past, thinking about the past, reminiscing about the past, thinking about the good old days and the way it used to be. This can even represent someone from the past making a comeback. Clearly, this is someone that you've been with before. There's way too much evidence of that here. Ending of one cycle, beginning of a beautiful new cycle. First card out in your person's energy. The birth of something new. First row of cards in your person's energy. There's a lot of mirroring going on here. Looks like there was definitely a painful situation between the two of you in the past. So it's telling you, you have some fears and worries about this, about getting hurt again, about this connection. There's a decision that you need to make about whether to end it or to have the strength to fight for what it is that you actually want. You're being told to take some time to think about that, to think about the past, and whether or not you want to end this cycle as it is now and begin a new cycle where you're birthing something new with this person or not. Now, in your actual advice, we have the Lovers, the Ten of Pentacles, the Four of Cups, the Three of Cups, and the Knight of Swords. A lot of these cards look pretty familiar, don't they? Like, we don't have the Lovers out here for your person, but we've seen that Ten of Pentacles, we've seen this Four of Cups, and we've seen this Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords was the last card in your person's energy. So far, you're mirroring them in terms of the very first card, the very last card, the card that was on the bottom of the deck, the last card in the first row of cards for their feelings for you, this Ten of Swords. You're mirroring them in a lot of ways. This Lovers card, it's the major arcana version of that Two of Cups we saw. This is like divine counterparts. This is divine feminine, divine masculine. This is two people who are probably supposed to be together. This is a very powerful love connection between the two of you. Some people refer to this as like soulmates or twin flame type energy. I'll let you put whatever label you want to put on that. But this is a very strong love connection. It also represents needing to make a choice about that love connection. Ten of Pentacles, maximum stability, maximum abundance, maximum prosperity. The combining together of two people, their families, their assets, their resources to make something very stable, very abundant. See your person's most likely actions to contemplate, is this going to turn into that Ten of Pentacles that they want or not? We saw the King of Pentacles on the bottom with the Ten of Pentacles right under it a couple of times in your person's energy. This is telling me that this connection has massive, massive potential to it. Four of Cups, and it's so funny because it's, when I got these cards out, it's laying right on top of their Four of Cups that's already in their energy. Smack dab in the center of their energy. This is a very important card in this reading. A love offer already on the table between the two of you. It hasn't been accepted or rejected yet. It's just been left hanging here in the air. This is telling me that's what the decision is that you have to make. It's a decision about this love offer. Do you accept it? Do you reject it? Three of Cups. Reconciliation energy. This is being reunited and celebrating. And then we got the last card for your advice is the same as the last card out for your person. Fastest moving knight in the deck. Rushing forward, speaking the truth about this connection, speaking the truth about your decision, speaking the truth about whether or not you're going to accept that cup and have reconciliation with them. Maybe even speaking the truth about your fears and your worries about the heartbreak. This is also rushing forward, taking rapid, decisive action on something, as in making the decision and acting on it. Now, if you still have questions that you want answered about this situation or your relationship, click on any of the videos that just appeared on your screen right now. And when you do, you'll be taken to more Virgo love readings that can give you more insight and more clarity about what's really going on in your particular situation. And I'll see you in the next video.